Chapter 1, The Awakening. Episode 2, The Clown, the Slasher, and the Bowling Alley of Doom. The fortress smelled like gunpowder, burnt rubber, and victory. In other words, Clown King had been cooking again. We'd returned from the dig site half-frozen, half-victorious, dragging the ice staff, a duffel bag full of severed arms, and a head full of questions. I sat upon my throne once more, paws crossed, fur immaculate, contemplating the war map etched on the floor with zombie blood. But there was no time to rest. The emergency flare lit up from Sector 13. The bowling alley. Clown King. I meowed, eyes narrowing. He looked up from licking a confetti-covered spoon. "Yeah," said Clown King. "They've breached the lanes." He dropped the spoon, snatched his shotgun, and kicked over a barrel labeled "Do Not Kick." "Time to strike a few pins," said Clown King. The alley was called GUTTERZ, Undead Sports Snacks. We weren't the first to arrive. Standing at the threshold, axe gleaming under red flickering lights, was Dirk Slasher. 6 foot something of rage in a trench coat, hockey mask, silent, the kind of man who communicates by reducing things to chunks. Blood dripped off his blade like punctuation. He didn't speak. He just nodded. That was enough. "Dirk, I brought extra shells and 0 restraint," said Clown King. Dirk responded by cleaving a charging zombie in half. "That's our boy," I muttered. The world smelled of stale nachos and despair. Perfect. From the dark came the Pinhead horde. Zombies with bowling pins jammed into their skulls, moving in eerie formation. "Who's ready for a group photo?" said Clown King, spinning his shotgun. "No survivors," said Dirk Slasher, stepping forward. "Let's split 'em," I said, claws sliding free. Dirk Slasher was a hurricane of violence. He spun through the center like an axe-bladed tornado. Clown King rode the ball return belt like a gremlin, raining down fire with every shot. I darted across lanes and ceiling beams, leaving shredded flesh in my wake. And at the end of the alley, standing tall on cracked linoleum, the lane keeper, a walking corpse construct of wax, pins, and warped plastic. Ball launcher for an arm. Red glow for eyes. "This alley belongs to the dead," it growled. "Not anymore," I said, leaping to strike. The lane keeper activated the lane traps. Buzz saws, flaming pins, spiked balls. Dirk Slasher charged straight through it. No flinching, just carnage. Clown King hurled jawbreaker grenades with reckless joy. "This is literally the worst birthday party I've ever been to," said Clown King. I darted behind the scoring booth, where the ice staff still pulsed with chill energy. Faint, but awakening. Clown King. "Distract," I ordered. "Was born for a kitty," said Clown King. Dirk impaled 2 undead bowlers in one move. I grabbed the staff. It hummed beneath my paws. I leapt. Time slowed. I twisted midair, slamming the ice staff into the alley floor like a divine hammer. SFX. Glass shatter, frost eruption. Zombies froze mid-screech. The lane keeper cracked, and Dirk Slasher shattered its face with a single swing. The alley fell silent, except for the hiss of cracked ice and distant moans beyond the walls. Dirk wiped his axe clean using a zombie's bowling shirt. Clown King picked up a glowing bowling ball and whispered. "Strike," said Clown King, before hurling it clean through a frozen corpse. Behind the prize counter, I found it. A hollowed-out trophy. Inside, a damaged holodisc. It sparked as I touched it, revealing glimpses of caged beasts, an underground vault, and the zombie zoo. "A vault," I whispered. "Underneath the zoo." Dirk Slasher turned and walked toward the exit. He didn't speak. Didn't need to. "Do zombie elephants remember?" asked Clown King. "Let's hope not," I muttered. We turned the lanes into a warpath. Dirk slashed, Clown King laughed. I froze the future. But deeper horrors wait beneath the zoo. And if the undead have memories, I plan to erase them. Because Max the cat doesn't play the apocalypse. He conquers it.